so something I can't change. I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going up? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for
trying to catch my breath since I was 17.
Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from Cleveland. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
29-yard line.
Ready, break!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught downfield by Pickens. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
You know, Mike, there's so many coaches that they want to really ease the rookie quarterback into the game, give him a couple easy completions, but not in this case. They're going to let him continue to push the ball downfield like we saw here on the first play, and they're going to hope it continues to work out.
Come on, ready.
On the ground, it's Quinshawn Judkins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll get that to Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. A gain there of 11. First down, Cleveland.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
It is 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 50, trap 50, go.
They'll look to throw. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Got his man. It's the rookie from Alabama. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throw here to begin the drive. That's to the rookie, Harold Fannin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a hell of a job here by this guy.
And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 19-yard pickup there. It's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18, ready?
Up the middle goes Judkins here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On the move, past the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Over the middle, brought in by his tight end, Fennell. Set to go now on first and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go now.
Back to the air one more time. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
He'll look to throw. Forced out wide.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. Like, there was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 1, second and goal.
Mustang Knights, deputy. Hawks, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. And he's in. Arrow Fanning. Touchdown Browns.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He'll manage only a couple. That's Melton there to get him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
In motion comes Pittman. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Howard. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
And the Steeler first down.
Look wide, get this one complete, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Out of the gun, here's a kid to Camara. The ball comes out. The Browns say they have it, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come on, come on.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Let's go. 60, liking 18.
He'll drop to throw. On the run to the right. He'll take off again.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, but sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Got it, ready?
It is 3rd and 10.
19, here we go, here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. That's out wide to Judkins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Okay,
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Trying to keep a drive alive. We're going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
Stop it up. Bronco 80.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. They're going to go play action with Howard. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Howard. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack. That flag definitely in the area of holding. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Howard. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Now, Howard. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
This is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
On 2nd down, Howard. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Denzel Ward in there defensively to knock it away.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. 17 yards on that play. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Whoa. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
On the ground, this is Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers draw closer here. It's 21-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Second and 10.
60 down. Ready. Crack all 80.
They'll look to throw. It's made by Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a third down and 4.
Third and 4.
He's got his man complete. That's Judy.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Hey, ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Over the middle, brought in by his tight end, Fenner. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That one's good for 29.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Browns.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Play action, it's Howard. Broken across the field, it's complete to Pittman. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And Goods blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and
1. From 29, here's 2nd and 1. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll go again here with Williams. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Out of the gun, it's Howard. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's out wide to Williams. And get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on third down.
Third and 5.
Throwing again. Howard. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Finding room in midfield. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Howard to throw again. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. To the air one more time. That'll set up the screen. It's Pittman out there wide. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Browns will take over at their own 15.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Okay, ready? Count alert. Hey, here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Ready from the 32-yard line now. Here's second and 4.
Ready? 70, Timberwolf. 18, Pioneer. Scoop.
He'll look to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Give up the middle with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
In motion comes Pittman. Second down, it's Howard. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, here's a run by Kamara. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. He'll throw for it with Howard. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Come on.
I'm starting with a run by Judkins. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Run the set.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 84 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Carlson's kick is good. And the Browns will extend this third quarter lead.
Steelers 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Let's go. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. So, first and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers.
It's another run here for Williams. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Brett Delphin up to make the play. Second down, 8 yards to go. To the air, Howard. As he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They're going to go play action with Howard. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Hides man, and that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down. On fourth down, the Steelers turn to Cameron Johnston to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
To the air now on first and 10. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Over the middle and caught by Judas. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. Howard to throw here on 1st down. Candace, he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go now.
Howard now to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made, that's Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. Finding space inside the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They gained 18 yards on that one. That's a Steeler 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. He steers clear of the first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
That's caught right side. It's Fireman. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Kamara. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Howard. That is caught, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, Man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They were stopped on second down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll try to run it with Williams. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal. In motion comes Pittman. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
His kick is good. Making the score Browns 42, Steelers 21. Chris Boswell on the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Dixie Bison.
On the give, it's Judkins. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Judkins. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hold it ready.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready, go.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. And this long winning streak showing no sign of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet a
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's he's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out.